Welcome to episode 47 of Skippable Cutscenes. Marissa, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Marissa. I'm playing Vera, the bard and pirate.
Following the attack on the Weaver's base, our heroes spent the day repairing the compound. When they were done, they sat around the fire to tell some stories. This is Vera's story.
Yeah, we fought off the ninjas.
I gotta write ninjas down now. Hold on.
No.
There's ninjas in this one.
They're pirate ninjas, sure. They're actually probably just ninjas.
Yeah, no. You can have pirate ninjas.
Yeah, pirates.
They're just ninjas on a boat. They got the little like hats, the little conical hats, and then they have their little short tanto knives.
No, the ninjas can just swim underwater with the bamboo thing.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, you've got like Navy SEALs kind of shit going on here.
Yep.
And they just immediately hop out of the water and somehow, instead of like climb out, they like shoot out like a dolphin, and then they land on the deck on their feet, and then they cut somebody with a single draw of their knife.
Dolphin ninjas.
Dolphin ninjas.
So this sounds like a prime opportunity for Sega to come up with a Shinobi and Echo crossover.
Shinobi Echo crossover. Honestly, I would totally play like a weird. What was that? Like a game. When you know, one of those like nostalgic game history games where they sort of like take inspiration from a lot of things. I would totally just love to see like a weird Sega mashup kind of thing.
Oh, sure.
Where it's got everything from it. You know, it starts with like some Flickies and Fantasy Zone stuff. Goes through some like
Alex Kidd.
systems. Goes through some like Space Harrier kind of Space Harrier and like Hang On kind of like Super 16 games, and then ends up going into like the Genesis weirdness of you've got Shinobi, you've got Echo, you've got Sonic, like all of these things just blurred together in a giant nostalgic reference cavalcade.
Yeah, no, that would be cool. But I was just thinking of a game where you either play as a ninja trying to hide among a bunch of dolphins, or one where a dolphin is a ninja.
A dolphin trying to hide a bunch of ninjas.
Anyway.
Okay, this story takes place in your second year on board while you were learning to be how long was Vera sailing independently after she left? Like 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, it's got to be about two or 3 years.
Okay.
Can't be that much longer because she's still pretty young.
Yeah, she's like, what is she, like 22?
Yeah, like early 20s. So,
Okay. Well, anyway, this takes place on a boat that you were on, the one that you spent the most time on, called the what was the name of your boat? God damn it.
You came up with the name of a boat.
Yes. This is the Firebrand.
Oh.
You remember this.
Okay.
You remember this name. You have been on for slightly less than 2 years. You are in the officer's quarters with First Officer Barrett. And it is your performance review. Normally there would have been one.
The resistance in Midgard.
No, he is not part of the resistance in
But
Midgard.
I think of him as looking like that.
You're
not going to do
Why
that
not?
kind of a voice, though. Don't do like
No.
a Mr. T voice.
No, but we may bring up shiny golden wires of hope. That's what that line is, right? It's something like that.
Oh, God, I don't remember.
He starts with, so Vera.
Yes. Captain.
Is not the captain. This is the first officer.
Oh,
the
first
captain
officer.
doesn't do the performance reviews.
Okay, sure.
Trust me. They farm that out to anyone else they can. So you've been with us for slightly less than 2 years.
Yeah, I sure have.
You have become adept at some things, but you have you don't necessarily fit in with the crew very much.
Well,
there have been some complaints. For example, crewman Stevens would not like to be called Brondo, especially in front of the other crew members.
Okay, but you have to admit, he looks like a Brondo.
He just goes like HR stone faced.
It's got what plants crave.
I don't know what he's like. I don't know what that means, but
It
please
means
just
he's
continue.
salty, like the ocean, right? That's a thing that you guys do or talk about.
Y- See, this is the most common issue we have. You're very chatty. You you spend a lot of time playing music that people don't like. Like, it's one thing to, sing some nice sea shanties, but this a lot of your songs, you have this like sad wailing sound when you sing, and really irritates
What is
some of the
wrong
crew
with
members.
whales? Okay.
There's nothing wrong with whales. It's just the sort of sound that you.
Well, it's not my fault somebody took away my musical saw, and so I had to make do.
I took away your musical saw because it is the most infuriating sound that I can possibly imagine.
If you would let me bring on additional instruments, we could definitely make an entire bluegrass ensemble here and include the musical saw.
What is the quietest musical instrument that you know?
I mean, the truth is, anything can be loud if you put your mind to it. I suppose I could quietly play the flute. I mean, an accordion is kind of limited in terms of its volume range.
All right, could you please stick to one of those two?
I have a fiddle.
He just groans a little bit. Like, are you going to? What kind of songs would you play on your fiddle?
I mean, the fiddle is probably the most suited to sea shanties, or the accordion, I suppose. If I have to have one style of music.
But you don't listen. People just don't like your music. It's the wrong style for this boat. Anyway, this is beside the point.
Yeah, I thought this was a performance review of my abilities here, not of.
Yeah, you're often very insulting to other crew members. You're very dismissive of their experience. You very often tell them what to do, and they don't appreciate that.
Well, I don't appreciate being dragged into situations where I might die because someone does not understand the proper course of action.
He takes offense of this and like, listen, we didn't know what we were getting into in Glitterstone Reef. Who expects a ghost boat full of cannibal rats?
I said this doesn't seem like a good idea. Also, the cannibal rats. Wait, I'm the one who got bitten the most, so
yeah, you
I remember this.
Well, you performed well in that expedition. You did save Ensign Ricky's life. Also, not his name. Please don't call him that.
That's way cuter, though. What's his real name? Rigatoni? Is it just Tony?
Yes. Ensign Tony. It's his last name.
I see. In any case, I will point out that my initial job was not to fight things or to play instruments. Those are just hobbies, I would say. I am here because it seems that most of you are not able to properly read or forge documents of a official nature. Well, I mean, I'm sure you could read it, but you could. I don't know about Tony.
This is what we're talking about with constantly insulting other crew members.
That's not an insult. That's just a fact.
Sure, but it is a sensitive topic for many people who are not able to read, and you sort of flaunt it in their face, including to the point where you sang a song about someone not being able to read to their face.
Oh. It's a parody.
I'm sure that was your intention.
Satire is a well-respected and ancient art form. And I will not have you disparaging it. It's not me. It is the ancient poets that that you are disparaging when you make light of it.
Roll a charisma check.
Okay. That's a natural 20, so it's a 25.
Okay, he's a little cowed by your like, oh man, I can't insult the greats. I'm First Officer Barrett. I read books sometimes. He mostly reads like adventure books, things about things that in the 2 centuries ago would have been called like little boys fiction.
Well, I mean, I have done
It's
you some
popular
favors. I've when we've been in town, I have found ways to procure you the latest novels, which I will remind you are not the easiest thing to come by in the open ocean.
Yes, I'm really enjoying my most recent one. It's about 2 squids that fall in love, and then they have a kid who ends up not wanting to be a squid and wants to go on land and be a pirate.
Yeah.
Well, go on on a boat and raid the land as a pirate.
Yeah, it's called. God, there's no way I'm going to be able to come up with the name. This is like Octodad, but for a pirate. And a squid.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in any case,
It's called 8 Sheets to the Wind.
that's pretty good.
It's the best I could come up with.
I know that's a hard one to come up with, just like extemporaneously.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Look, I am well aware that I don't exactly blend in with the other crew persons.
Yeah, you tend to dress a little more flamboyantly. I mean, look, people. There's a reputation about pirates and privateers being, fancily dressed, like frilly shirts and whatnot. But we're on a boat.
I'm literally wearing what
ocean.
I would be considering with my undershirt and pantaloons. It's not my fault they're made of silk and embroidered. If you'd let me spend more of some time coming up with a uniform for us.
We've had the uniform discussion multiple times, and both I and the captain object heavily, especially the matching skirts.
They don't all need to be skirts. Some of them could be skirts.
We don't feel that it's wise to have legs that exposed in combat.
Oh.
And the lace trails are easy to trip over.
This is like a magical girl pirate outfit.
And the very complicated hairstyles take up too much time in part of the morning routine.
I've been able to get 3 of the other pirates to do a group pose with me, though. So I feel like that's a good bonus for morale.
Yes, a lot of people enjoyed laughing at you.
They're not going to be laughing once they see how impressive it is. It's a show of coordination and unity.
I mean, maybe if you were to do something more intimidating, because it is important that pirates be intimidating.
I mean, I punched them afterwards after they laughed at me, so...
No, I mean the uniforms. No, the uniforms aren't happening.
Look, it doesn't matter what you're wearing as long as you stab them afterwards if they laugh. They very quickly will learn to stop laughing at you.
Please do not stab other crew members. That is one of the other formal complaints we have had issued, because you have stabbed.
They've never been stabbed.
Or punched.
Well, okay.
5 crew members on 8 different occasions?
They all started it.
I'm sure they did. He's writing notes on his thing here.
Look. I was brought on for my set of skills, and I'm doing the best I can to blend in. Look, you know how you're You know how you said that people are sensitive about their inability to read or understand the political yeah geography of the Sea of Lenses. I This is all new to me as well, right? And I've been trying my
Yeah,
best. I
you
think.
have improved at your core sailing skills. Your knots have gotten better. You have learned most of the names of the various components of the ship, and of which there are many.
And if I make up a nickname for them, there's the pointy side and the stubby side. And that just helps me remember. It's a mnemonic.
Listen, discipline is supposed to be issued by the captain and executed by his delegates, not by you, and also not force lights against you.
Oh. Well, I mean, what kind of pirate are.
Pirates work to earn shares. We're all in this together. It's important that we not kill each other.
I didn't kill anybody. I simply don't have the punching strength to kill anybody. If you'd give me back my rapier, however.
Only when needed for an excursion.
Well, I still have other ways, I suppose. Okay, but you have to admit, I've been able to get us into 3 ports that otherwise would have been inaccessible.
That is true. You do have value to this ship, but honestly, as soon as we find anyone who can even kind of do what you do, we would likely take that person over you.
That's good to know because. Well, never mind.
You have you've stretched a lot of people's patience. Now, if you were to somehow change your behavior, maybe we would change our mind on this, but you consistently don't follow orders, and you damage the morale on the ship, and you don't necessarily relate very well to other people. They don't share the same background as you, and it feels like you're not the best cultural fit for the ship.
I can't really change anything about my culture. Fair enough. I will consider my options and act appropriately.
As this is going on, you start to hear some commotion outside. The first officer sort of looks around a little confused. Where's my thingy here? And I need... This is what I get. I was totally ready for such a long time, and then I unreadied. There it is. Hiding over there. And another crewman pops in. Actually, this is Brondo, Crewman Stevens. His name is Crewman Stevens. He's a very buff dude.
Yeah, it's a compliment.
You get a side-eye glare from First Officer Barrett and says, "We're under attack."
Oh, it's a shame.
The First Officer and Brondo leave the room. You hear noises. You hear singing.
Singing?
It's sort of like an otherworldly sound.
That's not good.
You hear the sounds of combat.
I'll look out the door.
You see a bunch of your crewmen on deck. A bunch of them sort of seem to be walking towards this like floating or flying humanoid-sized creature, and a number of other ones are shooting at it.
Okay. Let's see. What kind of things are nearby me?
You are in the officers' like quarters meeting room area. There's there are maps. There are a couple of like beds. There's some chests around. A small amount of food. This is where they hide the booze and the cheese, and the salted meats. The good shit.
Well, I'm just wondering if anything can be used as an improvised instrument, since I don't have access to my normal my musical saw has been confiscated.
Oh, it would be in here somewhere, if you want to look for it.
I'm gonna pull out my fucking musical saw or a banjo.
All right, roll an investigation check to see if you can find it.
All right, let's see what
or
we got.
Any instrument-like device.
Let's see what we got here. That's an 11.
Okay. You know that since First Officer Barrett was the one who took your saw, you check his chest, and in there is your saw and a lot of like fake teeth and like all the other things that were confiscated. Little like Groucho Marx glasses and some.
Okay.
A couple of weird masks.
There's a whoopee cushion.
Yeah.
What about my
lot of
sword?
cell
Where's my
phones.
sword?
Your sword is in this room.
Okay. I will grab whatever sword that is.
Okay. It's a standard rapier or cutlass, similar to what you're used to on a pirate ship.
I'm gonna play my musical saw with the sword.
Okay. What is your intention to do with this?
It's incredibly annoying and loud. And yet, we'll try to drown out the seems like a siren or something like that.
It's flying, so you suspect it is a harpy.
Harpy. Oh, okay, it has wings.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been like floating or something.
It's a little bit dark and misty outside, but you could definitely tell that it's probably a harpy because sirens don't float, as far as you know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to play this improvised weapon of mine here, improvised thing to have a performance off with it.
All right. Do you step outside of the officers' quarters?
I guess I have to, yeah.
Okay. Let's also get you in the initiative order. So roll initiative. I'll roll initiative for.
That's pretty decent. Okay, that's completely average. Is actually what it is.
So what is your average?
16.
Okay. You step out and you hear sort of a magical melody emanating from the harpy. You need to roll a wisdom save.
Okay. 14.
You succeed.
Okay.
You shake off the harpy's effects while a lot of the crew seems to be approaching the harpy, like trying to like crowd around her. It's a girl harpy. You can see the boobs.
That's what harpies got. They got singing and bird legs and wings and boobs, just hanging out there.
Yeah. You're also immune to the harpy song for the next 24 hours. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And you want to play?
I want to play.
All right. Roll a performance check.
Once again, a very average roll. Performance is 19.
Okay. I'm going to have, I guess, the harpy roll a performance check. What would their charisma bonus be? +1. Okay, so they get a 9. So your song is much better than the harpy song, and a bunch of the crew that are crowded around the harpy sort of like shake their head and go, "What?
Okay.
What?"
My favorite thing, of course. Oh wait. I don't know if that's my turn. So okay.
Playing, but you can move or bonus action.
Bonus action. I will pick up some stones and
for magic stone.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
I don't know some whatever they got around there. Some fish. Just a couple of particular of. You know what it is? Stockfish.
Okay.
Dried fish.
All right, we wrap around to the harpy's turn. They continue singing and are a little frustrated that it doesn't seem to be working anymore, and they pick up the person you usually call Ensign Ricky, and like they're struggling to fly up and start to fly across the center of the ship's deck. Like they found their meal for the next couple days.
Okay. Ricky, no.
It is now your turn.
Okay, I will say that is. I will shout that's actually he's my. That's my toy.
He's the only person on the boat that kind of likes you.
Yeah, that's my toy and friend to play with. He's the only one who kind of likes me.
He's your Samuel Tarley.
Yeah. And I will point at her and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
All right, that is a wisdom save?
Yes.
DC 16. Okay, they get a 12. So this harpy starts cackling, and they fall prone?
Yep.
Okay, they let go. Actually, I think they would they would listed it incapacitated?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, they let go of Ensign Ricky, who's only like 5 feet up, so he just hits the ground without any pain, and they're also not that high up, so they don't take any damage from the fall. But the harpy is cackling on the deck.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to the harpy then.
Okay, you are next to the harpy. The rest of the crew, you're joined by First Officer Barrett and a couple of other Marines. I believe that's what the term would be. The armed crew members. And they're not sure what to do. Would they know that, because it breaks if they take damage, but they get advantage on the strike?
They get a save when they take damage, yeah.
Okay, they get a save when they take damage. I'll have them roll an intelligence check to see if they... But they get a save every turn too, right?
Yeah.
So it would be wise for them to attack.
Yes.
All right.
It's a good idea for them to... I tell... Kill the damn thing.
First Officer Barrett is going to roll with advantage, and he hits. Roll his... 6. How many hit points does this thing have? Okay. He does 7 points of damage. He's going to go again. The AC. Okay, AC is actually pretty low on these guys. And that is 6 points of damage. All right. Next guy hits. I'm just gonna say hits. Okay, they all hit. They combine for another 10 points of damage. All right. It is the harpy's turn.
Mm-hmm.
You get a save for each attack, right?
Every time it takes damage, it gets a save, so...
Okay, on the last attack, they do shake out of it, but they're still prone and on the ground.
Okay.
It is their turn. They've already used their song. They're going to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
So they're no longer prone. Who are they going to attack? They're going to look at you, who did the song, and they are going to attack with their claws first.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 13 to hit, which I believe misses.
That will miss. I will dodge that.
Okay, and then they have a club in the other hand, which they are also going to with, and that is a 17 to hit.
I will use my defensive duelist as a reaction to make my AC 18.
All right, so it looks like they would hit you with the club, but you pull up with the sword that you have and are able to force them to miss.
Okay.
And they're frustrated, and they got to try moving.
They stood. Oh wait, is that half their movement?
That's half their movement,
Okay.
but
I can't.
yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna try and fly up, provoking opportunity attacks. Not from you because you use your reaction,
mine, yeah.
but from not Brondo. First Officer Barrett, and so that's one hit.
Not Brondo.
So 25, or well, another 5 damage or 6 damage. They look pretty rough. They are now so they have their move to stand up. The problem is this is a creature that has both a walking speed and a fly speed.
Yeah,
so.
you're like, what is half move? Well, I guess half of either, so both. So
They are slightly over the edge of the boat, so if they were to fall again, they would hit the water.
Okay.
But they seem to be running.
Okay.
Looks like they were here mostly to just grab a quick meal and leave, but it is not going as well as they expected. It is your turn.
How far away are they?
They are about they're about 8 to 10 feet in the air, and they are 10 to 15 feet away from you.
Well, I guess I might as well just try to. I will pick up my heavily dried sardine and
Okay.
chuck it at it like a fucking ninja star.
All right, roll your attack.
That's 21.
That hits. Roll damage.
4 plus something. Plus 5, I guess? Yeah,
So 9.
9. Bludgeoning damage.
All right. It looks really, really, really rough.
Action surge.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, we did. Yeah, actually.
No, you're level 7. Deal with it.
Action surge.
All right.
Oh, but I determined I couldn't attack with that as a spell. No, wait, action surge I can because I can take one additional action. You're right.
Yeah, that would be extra attack that you can't do that with. But action surge, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Action surge, and I will throw a second fish at it.
Roll throwing.
I miss.
More dried fish. What'd you get?
I got a
Let me
1.
see. Oh, okay. So the second fish goes wide.
Damn it. Curse you, you tasty umami bombs.
Or even funnier, the harpy catches it and is like, Actually, I'll roll to see if they catch it. It was a natural 1, so...
It was a natural 1.
Don't worry, they rolled a natural 1 on their dex check.
They kind of do the cat thing or the dog thing where you like chuck a piece of food at them to catch in their mouth, and they try, but they like hit in their face, but
Yeah.
obviously not enough to do damage.
Not enough to do damage. All right. So it is the crew's turn. A couple of them do have crossbows ready, and they both miss. A natural 1 and a natural 4.
Reminds me, what I still needed was a fucking longbow. But
put that in your notes because you can investigate the. Well, we'll work with that later.
yeah.
There's probably a slightly singed longbow available for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember that because I want a longbow.
All right, it is the Harpy's turn. They are going to move 40 feet away from the ship, putting them slightly less than 50 feet away from the edge of the ship.
Okay. Oh,
So less than 60 feet.
okay. Yeah. All right. I will use my third fish.
Third fish. All right.
You're not getting away with this. Okay, there we go. That's a 24.
That hits. Roll damage.
That is 8.
You hit them in the back of the head. See a figure drop and a sploosh sound as they hit the water.
Yes. Did you see that?
Some people are still like wringing out their ears because of being entranced by the song, and they're like, ugh. And First Officer Barrett is just
I didn't want to use my best spells because I felt like it would have been unfair. But yeah,
That's fine.
Good.
I mean, Magic Snow's a cantrip. You've had that since the beginning, so.
Oh, I have Dispel Magic now, so that's the thing. But
that wouldn't have done much to a harpy.
no, not to the harpy, to the people she's enchanted.
Oh, this is not listed as a magical ability. Well, it says a magical melody, so yeah. It doesn't have a level assigned to it, so I don't fucking know.
Yeah, who knows? It's fine. Doesn't really matter.
It would probably auto dispel because there's no way it's higher. Because it's level 3 and higher that counts towards
it's a level 3 spell.
Yeah, and there's no way that a harpy who, CR1 creature is going to have
Yeah.
anything that strong. All right. So Ensign Ricky comes up to you and is like, "Thank you so much. I'm so glad I'm not dead."
No problem. I'm glad you're not dead too.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not dead either.
I was probably not in danger of dying, but thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I'm in danger.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the Ralph Wiggum of the boat.
Ensign Ralphie.
How'd you know my brother's name?
Oh, yeah. Your brother, huh?
I have a twin.
I see.
Wait, a brother. Not a twin. That's different.
Yeah, yes, they are.
But the same.
Well, one is a subset of the other, yes. You can have a brother but not a twin, but you can have a twin who is also a brother.
Yes. I always wish I had a twin when I was younger. Actually, I still do. Like, there are so many times in my life where having someone who you could, like, talk to openly and be okay with that would have been really useful.
Aww.
I mean, I have 2 older sisters, but, those are older sisters. That's a very different kind of experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I have no older
Someone
siblings.
who, like, you always shared a room with and be like, they know you in ways that you don't even know yourself because they get to, like, see that from the outside.
Okay. I'm sorry you don't have a twin.
That's fine. It's okay. We're like twins.
Oh,
according
really?
to
according to that one lady.
Target. So the story is, we were shopping at Target. I am tall and I have, normal hair. Marissa has, at the time, it would have been blue, I believe.
I think it was pink, but yeah.
Okay, either blue or pink hair. She doesn't look that much like, she is also tall.
We really don't look that similar.
No, we've got very different like face shapes and whatnot. And the cashier looked at us and said, "Twins?" I'm like, "No, how does that happen?" Like, if she said sisters, he could have understood it being like, "Oh, these are obviously tall people. Maybe they're related because they have, it's just a tall family."
Mm-hmm.
That I would kind of see.
Yeah, but twins
is not the...
Twins is very specific.
Yeah. Especially because, we have a lot of very different physical characteristics.
Yeah.
Like the chest area, for starters.
Yeah, for now. No, it's it is strange. I don't understand that whole, like, I mean, maybe you think all white people look alike, but, we don't even have, like, similar color hair. We don't even have similar color eyes. I mean, well, we do have similar color eyes, but they're...
No. Our eyes, from a 5-foot distance, our eyes are just light eyes, so that you could see.
Yeah, fair enough. No, but otherwise we're fairly different. At least
Anyway.
enough to be possibly
To not be
siblings, but like
only because of the height, not because of literally anything else.
yeah, but twins now.
Because you actually look quite a bit different than both your siblings.
Yeah, we have a few similarities, but we all have differences.
Whereas I look a lot like both my siblings.
There's definitely a family resemblance between you three.
Anyway.
Yes.
So, First Officer Barrett comes up to you and says, I was going to give you a 1-star review, but taps you on the back. I guess it's going to have to be 2 stars.
I got an extra star for
you.
Okay.
You officially, writes down, needs improvement.
Well, at least I'm still on the ship for now. As long as I kill anybody who might be a rival.
And any harpies.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if the harpy could write, I'm pretty sure they would have taken her, but...
harpies speak common.
Yeah,
it doesn't say anything about being able to write.
Well, they don't really have hands, do they?
They have claws.
They have claws on their feet.
Oh,
and wings
okay.
on their arms. So
well, they have clubs, so they actually have a weapon. So they're holding that with something. What's a D&D harpy look like? Let's look this up.
If I recall, well, the 5th edition harpy has a particular picture that I think I used as my.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, they have like wings and arms. And
okay.
They have like bird claws on both their arms and feet. So it could be like a left claw and they're holding the club in their right hand, or it could be they're clawing with their feet. It's not really.
Okay, fair enough. I had this harpy picture as my avatar on Twitter for a while.
Oh.
Just because she looks like she's just done with your shit.
She really does.
She's like, ugh. Seriously, really?
I'm not sure if I'm looking. Was this in the book somewhere?
5th edition. The
Monster Manual?
Monster Manual, yeah. It's also on the D&D Beyond.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah. I'll link it to you, but for anybody listening, because, great radio is talking about a picture. It's on D&D Beyond, and she looks entirely sick of your shit. She's like, naked in a tree, she's over it.
Yeah, but she has like claw feet and claw hands.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'll take my 2-star review and think about it. I'll you know what? I'll take this and I'll file it under consideration.
Thank you.
I'm taking it seriously.
He goes off to tend to the wounded and get a report, and then also lambast the person on watch for not alerting.
Now all I have to do is to continually save the crew, and Wow, that seems harder than I thought. I have to ask myself if friends are really worth it at this point. Actually, no. Better idea is to just have my own fucking...
have your own ship.
Have my own ship.
You know how to not be lambasted by the boss. Be the boss.
Mm-hmm. Then nobody has to care about what music I play.
Or how cute the uniforms are.
That too. They're all going to dress like magical girls. And pirates.
They're going to be fancy pirates.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be dandy pirates.
Somebody's horning in on my plans, huh?
Mm-hmm. Has been for a while.
Well, we're going to have to put a stop to that, I think.
God, we still have 4 minutes to kill. So,
I think you don't have... You know what? I mean, I think you don't have to edit as much if you really don't feel like it. Wink.
Yeah.
You know what? I try to be concise. I try to provide you with nothing but the action, without padding. No, it's I have to listen to all of them, Maybe I'm gonna have to listen to all this stuff while I'm bedridden for a while. So
yeah, you'll be starved for content at that point.
I'll be like, fine, I'll figure out what's up with Brian for once.
That may be our best episode.
Oh, Brian.
Anyway.
Someday I'll come across Ensign Brondo again and Ricky.
Unless they're dead. I haven't decided yet.
They could be dead. That would be sad.
Maybe that's why you left the ship. Ensign Ricky got killed and that you had no more allies, so you just sort of like said, fuck it, I'm not going on here.
That's true.
That's a reasonable exit.
Yeah. I don't know. I can always find another ship to sucker, I suppose.
Anyway, that's all we have for this session. Marissa, where can people find you?
Gosh, where can you find me? I normally plug Radical Town, but currently signups are closed, and they're going to be closed until I feel like I'm able to pay attention to that. But you know what? If you send me a message on Twitter at Cambrian_era, I will give you a Radical Town invite if you would like to join our one of now the biggest or most active anyway instances on Mastodon.
I think it's the second largest general purpose instance that speaks English.
Yeah, there's a lot of caveats here because like the porn instances are really high, and there's
some Japanese instances
some
that are really
Japanese
big.
ones, and then there's the weird turf and gab ones, which are kind of hard to tell in actual stats because they obfuscate a lot of that. Yeah. So, but other than that, we have a good community at this point.
It's all gay and all full of cuties.
You know what? We have a lot of straight people who are actually really nice straight people. So you know, if you're straight and you're a sweetie, feel free to join too. You're okay. You know, I will stand up for. I am a proud cishet ally.
I'm dewtroid, and I do this mostly. Our music is by Ian Stalker. We always appreciate any feedback we get, so feel free to leave any. Also, tell your friends.